Everyone, just back with another video. VITA has given me the Akzent LC to play with. I've been overdue to make one of these videos and I'm getting to it now. So anywho, the Akzent LC is a lovely stain that can actually go on all your milled materials. They can go on printed materials. So for example, like PMMA, your composite is some like their denture teeth they go with, like some denture teeth have composite in them. I know the dent disc has composite in them. The VITA Bionic dent disc has composite in it, and that actually works very well as well. So they don't have to worry about any of that. It's basically anything that's digital dentures, and it works with anything that's accepts light cure, basically. It is a light cure. The Akzent LC, the LC stands for light cure. And you need to work with 350 to 500 wavelengths with it. Something like your autoclave, not autoclave, your auto flash, that'll work. I believe it's 400 flashes for your stains. And then when you get into the glaze, you're going to want to do about 1,000 with the gas on. The biggest thing with these is when you apply the stain and you cure it, you want to make sure that the stain is sticky. Once it's all said and done, you've done all your staining. So you don't want to build, if you're going to be doing on top of each other, you want to make sure that you want to stain, light cure, stain, light cure, stain, light cure, stain, and go on top of that and keep going. If not, you're going to have like layers and it's only going to cure the surface. And then when you're finally said and done, you want to make sure you glaze it. And the glaze, it needs to be smooth. Unlike the stains, you want them to be tacky because they're going to be bonding material on top of it. The glaze, obviously, you don't want any bacteria bonding to it, so you want to make sure it's done. Speaking of the glaze also works very well if you have VMLC. So the VMLC is a veneering material light cure. So that right there is basically literally what it is, veneering material light cure. So it comes in a little syringe and you just apply it any way you like. And there you go. And it's a composite, so it's a lot more opacious. So I just did that as a rough idea. But that's what will come on, again, like a lot more opacious, it's more composite, where these are literally just stains. Okay, this is me starting again. So you have to shake these up for about a minute. What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to do this side VMLC and Akzent LC, and then this side just Akzent LC. There's a few tricks that I like to use for white because, again, it is just a stain. It's nothing that's opacious. If you stain your shirt, it doesn't technically block anything unless you put something opacious on it. So if I get bacon stains on my shirt, it's just an annoying little stain. So also what I did is I took the modeling liquid and I applied it here. So what I do with that is just, it helps spread the VMLC so it doesn't get stuck on the actual spreader, we'll say. So that's just an example. Okay, so what I'll do on this side is I'll actually apply a lot more. That's what I want to do. It depends on how you want to make your denture. Like some people want, obviously, like just the front 6 to be a little bit more opacious. So that way they print the denture and it doesn't come out all white. I'm going to use some G1 as well. That way it gives it some little... So they come in different shades, obviously. So you can see the layers. This I'm applying ridiculously thick. And then I spread it in together. And it just spreads everything out. And then if I went a little too far, then I just clean in the edge. Oops. There we go. Okay, so that's just a rough idea. Actually, I don't like that. Now I'm just getting picky. Okay, now I will light cure that. Okay, so that is light cured now. That's on really good. We don't have to worry about that. Now I'm gonna do some Akzent LC over here. So all these are shaken up. You want to shake for, I think it's like a minute each bottle or something like that. So here's the pink. Just one drop. And I'm going to have my brushes prepared, ready next time. So here's a silly little brush, tiny little one. And I'm gonna get nice inside there. So right now, I'm just using a little brush just to kind of show. You can obviously paint the whole thing. I'm just kind of going over it like this. So realistically, I guess what you want to do 4 to 4 is the most important stuff. That's what people are going to see when it's inside the mouth. And then once you get, you know, all the way to the 5s, the 6s, you can just have something light. So here, I'm going to just show you that. And then I'm going to light cure that. And I'm going to show you what I like to do. This is just the pink. That's all it is. That's just the one bottle and nothing else. It's just this pink. And I'll show you next. Okay, so it came out like that. You can still, it's pink. And you can kind of see through it because, again, it's a stain. It cures a lot better when it actually cures, though. So it looks a lot better when it cures, as you can see. You could barely see it when I did it. So what I did here, this is just cleaner right here. This comes with the kits. And I will go over the kits in a bit. But, so what I did here is I mixed 2 drops of the cream and 1 drop of the pink. And what that does, it makes the Akzent LC pink a little bit more opacious. So I'm just gonna apply that along here, just so we can see the difference. This is not ideal staining, FYI, like the way I'm doing it. I'm just more or less showing the difference. I will make another video or do one at the end of what I ideally would like, because realistically you can turn this into this. So there is definitely lots of options. Again, you can see the teeth. I'll go and light cure this one, but you can see how the teeth came out. They actually look like nice teeth. You can see the actual denture. Lots of character. Compared to that, it's just white and how it comes out. So with this, again, you can do a wide variety of things. I just want to show the amateur stuff, the easy stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna light cure this now. Okay, so as you can see, that came out. And now what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna apply a second layer of just pink over both of them, just so we can see what happens when you do a second layer. And I'm gonna do this half, leave this half alone. Okay. Okay, so here we have it. We added a little bit more pink in there. And that helped with everything to make it a little bit more opacious. So again, like you can just do a couple layers, and then in between you could add a little brown, you could add a little red brown, you could add a little bit of Blue for if you want to get in veins. You can also do for colors for teeth. You can change the teeth. You want to do, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, you can add white. Well, white makes it, again, you can mix the whites with the pink and make it opacious. You can mix the creams with it. This is just for a rough idea. Thank you very much. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to do a rough idea of what you can do with the VMLC and what you can do with the Akzent LC. I'm going to mix them together. These is roughly what you can do with it. This is very dramatic, but again, it shows what you can do. I will try to do it as quick as possible while explaining. I'm going to just do the one side. And as I'm doing it, I will let you know which shades and which VMLC I'm using. Okay. Okay, so for this part of the video, I'm going to be doing this side of the denture printed base. So this is all printed. So when you do your prints, you can definitely want to customize for your immediates. I would never do it for a permanent because it's printed. If you're going to be doing printed, I would just print the base personally and then mill the teeth. Or I would use the VITA Bionic Vigo teeth, which is the carded teeth. So, not this one. They're actually very nice teeth. As you can see, these are all, you literally just apply them one by one. And they are glued in with the bond material, which is great because it does not break. It doesn't break. Anywho. Okay, so this is for this purpose of this video. I'm just going to do this side, and I'm going to be using the VMLC and the Akzent LC. I'm going to be doing the teeth and the gingiva. And again, they work very well together because they have the same curing wavelength. So they cure between 350 to 500 wavelengths, which a lot of products have that. So anywho, let's get started. Okay, so it has to be sandblasted and then cleaned as per normal. And this is the G3. So all I'm going to do, I'm just doing the gingiva first, apply it. That, and then kind of just going back again. So you can see I leave a space. Then I'm going to take the G1. Fill in the space and then go underneath it. This is just, there we go. And then I take this, your instrument, and this is the modeling fluid right here. And I'm just applying it down. So I would definitely not do a whole denture with this just because of price cost. So I would only do like the Smile 6 or something like along those lines, or the 4-4. So I'm just gonna use the model. It's just monomer basically. It just makes it so it doesn't stick to my instrument, and then just flatten it all out. And so what that does, it kind of blends the two together, which is nice because I like the color of them mixed together. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh, he's missing inside right where the teeth are about to touch, but not yet. I'll show you what I'm going to do next. So right now what I'm going to do is light cure that. Okay, so that came out like that after the light cure. So what I have here is I have red, pink, yellow, gray, blue, brown, blue. Right here is my cleaner. So I clean my brush, and these are already going to start to cure. So all I do is just go down in the gingiva. I want to make sure I get all that pink in there so that way it looks nice. And what I'm also gonna do is I'm also just gonna kind of create some little lines here. Then, again, cleaner, dry off properly. And then where did I put the blue? Oh, there we go. Is that right? No, there we go. Blue. Gonna add some blue right in there. Right there. Clean it. So now that it's clean, I can spread it out. That just kind of deepens everything. And then obviously we have veins and everything going inside our mouths and all that lovely stuff. Clean. Then I'm just gonna do simple yellow. Just on the cervical, that's all I'm doing. Just a little variety. Clean it up. I might have put too much yellow, so I'm just gonna pick it up. Then clean. I'm just doing a very quick on what I would do. And then where's my gray blue? So gray blue is my third one. And I'm just kind of just doing the incisal edge. Getting clean. Just in case I add too much. That's just the way I do it. I mean, realistically, you could do it without cleaning as much, but that's how I like to do it. So I'm gonna clean. If I was doing a posterior, I would have, brown, and that's way too much. So just put it inside the occlusal area, just to give it a bit more depth. That might even be too much. Again, clean. And just wipe it away. Yeah, there we go. So now I'm gonna actually, you know what? I want a little bit more gray blue in right there. There we go. So now I will just cure that. Okay, so this is kind of how it looks out. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take some of that brown right here. And we've already done the occlusal. If you wanted to, you could just, ooh, that's a lot. So you just get in between the teeth. There'll be some light staining. It depends. This is just going overkill now. I don't know if you can hear that, but that noise in the background is my cat snoring. Yep, that is right. My cat is a big boy, and he snores. So you could also use the brown to kind of just go in between. Kind of went a little much over it, but yeah. Again, just to separate the teeth a little bit. So now, the reason I did the brown just now and I didn't do it before is because I had everything else before. Like I had the pink, I had the yellow, I had the blue. So I wanted to cure those colors and then put this on top of it. So again, if I wanted to now, I could add like pink onto the yellow, you know what I mean? Like you have to do things on top. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more red if there was any. I think I used it all. Yeah, so now I'm just gonna cure that and then we will seal it up. Okay, all said and done. It's been light cured. It just needs to be glazed and then it's all done. So you simply would take your, clean that. So it's a new glaze and yeah. This will be your final product. Sorry, I moved the this took the modeling liquid out and put the glaze there. Okay, it's all cured, all said and done. You can see the difference. Very white, very gingiva and teethy and everything you need. And you can see how simple I did it. I did it in 3-4 steps. And you don't even have to go that far, but this is very great way to make it opacious so you don't see the white. I showed in the other video. I might link them together. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. You can make it just pink if you want to use just the stains, but personally, I like the VMLC, and you see I didn't use that much. That's all I'm going to do. Again, I would just do 4 to 4. Depending on the mouth. But yeah, majority I do 4 to 4, and then the rest I would do in that pink, just the light pink staining what I showed earlier with either with the cream mix or just the pink by itself, just so that way if they had big vestibules, you won't be able to see much. All you'll see is pink. But again, you don't need to add so much character back so much in the posterior. It's more or less the anterior. When they smile, I don't think he or she would smile this high, but at least when they smile, it looks very real. And again, this is a great way for do immediates, temporaries, just something until you're ready to add real denture teeth. And again, with milled teeth, you can stain these as well. You can just glaze them too. Will look nice instead of polishing. When you bond it in, you can just have it nice and all set up for you. I think these are milled. So these are just popped in, and these are lightly stained. This is not stained, obviously. And then you also have the option of the Vigo teeth, which are already beautiful teeth. They're basically the premium teeth already done. All you have to do would be just the gingiva. And I mean, this is just an old one that I did, just testing things out, and all I did was add a little red. So if the lady would smile up here, like, you really don't see much, yeah. But yeah, that's it for the video. I hope this is helpful. Hope people enjoyed this. Again, you don't need to subscribe. I'm not one of these guys. This is more or less just for educational purposes. But yeah, feel free to subscribe. I'm not going to say no. Yeah, do whatever you want. Again, the most important thing is learning. All right, have a great day. Bye.